Okay, hello everyone. It's been a little while since I made my last video, and yeah, I'm back today. I'm right now here in my home in Estonia, and the day's going alright, but enough of my personal life for now. And today, what I actually want to talk about is how the US Congress Republicans, not the Democrats, but the Republicans, and the idiot politicians of, and basically the whole country of Russia, how the Republicans from the United States of America and basically everyone, nearly everyone from Russia are lying right in front of your eyes right now. And I really want to talk about this. I do know that it's something that people just also don't want to hear because it's infuriating, it's angering, it's irritating, it's bullshit. But it has to be discussed because it just has to be discussed because it's not all right and it needs to be stopped, and nobody should give in to those lies at all because they're so bullshit. There's so much proof that they're bullshit and so on. First of all, let's start with the Russia uh, promising peace on so many agreements with so many countries around the world. Some examples are the Minsk agreements with the Ukraine during the Donbass War and the annexation of Crimea, and also basically the peace after Georgia had to give in to Russia's demands after they got invaded by Russia for no reason at all in 2008. And just so many peace plans they haven't adhered to at all. Another peace plan I want to talk about what involved Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, EU, European countries, and the United States of America. It's called the Budapest Memorandum. It was signed in 1994, and it was an agreement of Ukraine having to give up all of its nuclear weapons, to Russia, on the agreement that Russia will respect Ukraine's sovereignty always and will not invade or do anything like that. And what did Russia end up doing? It ended up invading Ukraine twice. First in 2014 and for the second time in 2022. It's fucking bullshit. It's horrible. Even Bill Clinton, back then the United States of America's president, who was involved in the signing of that agreement, regrets it deeply that he made that agreement. That he actually said that the Ukraine should never have given up its nukes. Ever. And I agree with it 110%. I agree. And nothing will change that opinion of me. And now I also want to talk about the US Congress. The Republicans, not anyone else, just some of the piece of shit Republicans. Well, basically all of them right now. Because there's such. Oh. First of all, right now's House Speaker, Mike Johnson, he has still not scheduled a up or down vote, so more Ukrainian military aid can be approved. And it sucks. The waiting game is one of the worst things ever in this world. It tends to pay off, but you just have to wait for a long time, and that's one of the worst parts about it. Sorry, I'm a little bit thirsty. But anyway, back to the topic. And another very huge piece of shit Republican who I really despise is she's called Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I'm gonna call her Marjorie Trader Greene, just like one of the Ukraine war YouTubers, Jake Bro, always does. He doesn't like her. He even hates her, and so do I, because during the last Twitter post, Twitter message she wrote to for everyone to see was Zelensky visited Washington D.C. Volodymyr Zelensky to see Joe Biden, the president, and they were talking about more Ukrainian military aid, like to give to Ukraine. And then Marjorie Trader Greene just said that, what the hell? Ukraine should be talking about a peace agreement with Russia right now. USA wants war instead of Russia. Like, what the fuck? That fucking infuriated me. And one thing has started happening in social media surrounding the US Republicans saying their bullshit stuff. They've started getting notification posts under it of social media correcting them and saying that what they are commenting and saying is bullshit. Because they're showing so many proofs throughout history on that, which you can check out, of Russia not being a peacekeeper at all, of them always being the aggressor, and of them not wanting to agree to any peace. Like, honestly, she's a fucking idiot and a cunt. And a fucking bitch and a fucking dickhead. Sorry, but times are a little bit hard right now. And also another US Republican who really needs to be ousted like Marjorie Trader Greene is Matt Gaetz. I've spoken about him before, I'm pretty sure, on one of my other videos, and he is such a jackass. He has criminal charges against him for being a pervert, I think, and money laundering and scamming, I think. Like, how can a person like that be a fucking US Republican? What the hell? And he also said some kind of stupid comment about Ukraine war again. Like, honestly, my message to everyone right now is do not take Matt Gaetz seriously ever. Like, and in the USA, if any American viewer decides to watch me, you have the power to call your representatives of Democrats or Republicans. Depends on which representative you have in your state. You have the power to call them to continue Ukraine aid and to not agree with Republicans at all. You have the power to do that, to tell them, at least. In fact, you have the power to actually change it. And that's by voting against Republicans and voting against anyone not wanting to aid Ukraine in the upcoming 2024 United States presidential elections. And yeah, it just sucks. And there's plenty of lies that Russia still has told. Russia is just lying right now. They're saying that they're fighting some kind of a holy war, and yeah. Russia, well, Vladimir Putin has actually said that he's ready to negotiate at any time for peace, even though I saw on the news that his aims are the same still for the war. He wants at least 90% of the whole country of Ukraine for himself to keep. And only then he said he will negotiate for peace. So, fuck Vladimir Putin and fuck Russia. They need to be stopped. And they need to be stopped now if we don't want to have even a bigger war with many other countries, including all of NATO, having to get involved in the future to demilitarize and decolonize Russia, because Russia does not be as big as it is. So yeah, we need to act now so we don't make ourselves and others, including all of Ukraine, including everyone else, the people who want to achieve like independence in Russia potentially in the future. We need to make that possible. We need to stop the iron grip of the Kremlin in Moscow. Sorry. It's just infuriating that Russia lies and people buy the lies. Some people just do. Zero brain cell, fucks, Vitniks, just total idiots. Just total idiots. Total idiots. Yeah. There's just so many lies that Russia's been telling. Remember last year how they said they even made a propaganda video of a little girl getting a hamster for a Christmas in 2021 in Europe, and then next year in 2022 Christmas her parents had to kill the hamster so they'd have food to eat. They were freezing in their home. That's all a propaganda video. But this year, do you want to know what I actually heard Jake Bro mention? And he also brought up the news story about it on the internet. And it said that 2 elderly women freeze to death in their own homes. Russia is the most oil-rich country in the world. Well, one of them at least. And people are still freezing to death in their own homes. Do you want to know where one of the deaths also happened? It happened in Russia's second biggest city, St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is... It's over 300 kilometers away from where I live in Estonia, so about 6 to 8 hour drive, and I've been in St. Petersburg already, and they're having people freeze to death in their own homes there. Well, at least one person so far. And that was in St. Petersburg as well. St. Petersburg is one of the best cities in Russia after Moscow. Well, both of them are the same, I'd say. And yeah, still, an elderly woman just froze to death in her own home. That's sad. Like, Russia's saying that Europeans are gonna freeze in winter. More like the opposite. Russians are gonna freeze in winter. I don't know. So yeah. And yeah, Russia. What an idiot of a country. Claiming that they're gonna freeze Europeans to death in winter by cutting oil to them. Meanwhile, they're the most oil-rich country in the world, one of them at least, and they're having and they had one of their elderly citizens freeze to death in Russia's second largest city, one of the closest, also the closest largest city to Europe in Russia. And an elderly woman just froze to death in her home there. That's insane. But anyway, this is all I have today for you to talk about. If you like this video, subscribe, give it a like, give me a comment as well of what to maybe talk about in the future, and glory to Ukraine. Fuck me, fuck. Sorry. But anyway, glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. If you found this video informative, and also keep defending the truth, keep defending democracy, and also, in case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, and good night. Bye bye, everyone.